Hey guys, just got back from the theaters from seeing Nezha 2, the sequel to Nezha. I know I'm probably saying it wrong. I know I'm butchering it. I'm a stupid American. Just shut the hell up. Yeah, Chinese is not my first language, or even my second language. If I'm butchering it, I apologize. Uh, Even like kind of like in the movies, it seems like the pronunciation of that 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 name is kind of varies from like scene to scene sometimes. Um, Anyways, so this is a movie that I had never even heard about until actually raise of hands anybody in America that's watching this that Uh, never heard of this series ever until like maybe earlier this year, like I did. Yeah, I'm one of those people. So how this kind of came into uh, I came to acknowledge of this series is because I had seen a few reviews pop up, and I was like, "What the hell is this shit?" And then for the Zha II, this did come out like I think over here in America like earlier this year, and my theater never got it. I was like, "What the hell is this shit?" And then I was reading that this was a really huge hit like overseas, especially over China, like one of the highest grossing films of like all time. It might be the highest grossing film of all time in China. It's like huge. It like made a lot of money. I mean, it's as Americans, unfortunately, as we know, the Chinese market is huge, especially for a lot of American film companies. And so they always try to target the Chinese market. And I was like, wow, what the hell? And I completely forgot about this movie until like about a few weeks ago. I'm looking at the listings, and this popped up, and I'm like, isn't that movie I saw or I heard about? Like at first it's like, oh, is this a sequel? They already made a sequel to that movie. So I thought it was like just they're like, no, this is actually the same movie, and it's some reason getting re-released into theaters, but with English dubbing on it. I'm like, oh, okay. For some reason we didn't get, like I said, we didn't get it the first time it came out in my theater. So I'm like, all right, sure. And like I said, I had never seen the original. I hadn't even heard the original uh, until this was being talked about for its like global box office records and stuff. And I was like, and I found it on Peacock, and I watched it like last night. And I'll say this: talking about my viewing of the first one. I started watching it on Thursday, right after I got off work after working 12 hours and being half asleep and very tired. And if in the first 15 minutes, I'm like, we're talking about demon pill and a pearl, spirit pearl and demon pill and a demon pill and went to a baby and caused, and like, what? It's like, hold on, like, and there's a fat guy on a pig that sounds like Jack Black, and I'm like, what the hell am I like? It's like I just turned it off. It's like I need to just go go to bed. I was like, I'll finish watching this. I did watch it. I've had a busy day yesterday, but I did watch it yesterday, and I liked the first one. And I was like, I actually, it was not, it had flaws, but I did like it. This, and I, I can appreciate it. And I can appreciate it's very being creative. So I was kind of looking forward to the sequel more now I had seen the second one. And yeah, these are not for having never heard of these films until like about a like few months ago. These are pretty damn good fucking animated films. These are pretty good. I wouldn't say they're flawless. They have a lot of the problems that I have with some kids' movies nowadays, or animated movies nowadays. But you know what? these are pretty good. So bravo, China. Um, they put on some pretty. These are very fantastical. These movies are very fantastical, along with the first one. Like this world that they build it, and it's like it's really cool, unique. The animation is really good. It's really good. Like it's not just like a low budget foreign film, animated film. Like I see a lot of times when I get like a badly English dubbed, uh, like animated movie from like a foreign country. Sometimes it gets you get really bad, like a really bad movie. And no, this is like really well animated, and there's a lot of thought put into this. They build this crazy ass world that like it sometimes feels like I need to fucking take cliff notes of like to keep track of what all is fucking going on. Luckily, like I said, I do recommend if you've never seen the first one, you have to watch the first one. Because you'd be like, what the? I mean, it does a brief recap, but it's like even then, it's like holy shit, like it's somebody who went into like not even knowing about this fucking franchise. They're like, the hell? Like, there's a demon pearl, and there's a, uh, I liked, I appreciated that this movie. It's not rated in America. It's not doesn't have a rating at all. And I was like, that's very weird. And then like you watch these movies, and they're like pretty fucking dark. And like they're not exactly kids movies. I think they're geared towards kids. They're not exactly very kid friendly. Uh, this one has some fucking dark shit happening in it. Like, good God! Like, there's a scene that's in the middle of it. I was like, wow, like this is like something out of like a fucking like a thriller, like a war movie. I'm seeing like the horrors of war. I'm seeing like it's this is pretty graphic, like pretty dark and disturbing for a kids, but for something that probably should be geared towards the little kids. I was like, I appreciated that. It's like like I don't get that a lot with American films, animated films. Like I said, I like the creativity behind this idea. Apparently, this is based off some lore from 16th century China or some shit like that. I don't 100% know. I appreciate it. Uh, this movie does have the same problem I have with the first one a little bit, in that the voice dubbing. I did like I said, I didn't see the original version, the Chinese version. I don't know how the original Chinese version is. Maybe it's a little the voice acting is a little bit better, but sometimes the voice acting being translated over into the American can be not so great. Um, and it was a lot better in this one than it was in the first one, but like there's still some questionable. And then there's like some goofy ass, dumbass humor that like just like there's fart jokes, poop jokes, fucking the kids causes the gods to fucking drink his pee at one point on an accident. Uh, uh, although most fucking disturbing thing was in the first one where the kid is having to try and find something for that fat guy, and he has to like reach inside the front of his pants, and he's like, "Ooh, what's that?" I'm like, "This is my reaction." My eyes were getting big, like, "Whoa, what the hell?" I was like, "That is what the fuck is? What are you doing, movie?" Um, and like, this movie also, like the first one, has a lot of heart, and it's really sad, especially towards the last half. Like, god damn, it's really sad. It is like it actually makes you give a shit about some of these characters. They build a good world and like make really good characters. I give them a lot of credit, man. Uh, and like Michelle Yeoh was the most famous voice actress from the American version. She plays the mom. She wasn't in the original. I still don't know who the fuck the original, the big fat guy was. He sounded like Jack Black. Like as like I like in today's society, you pretty much expect it would have been Jack Black, but apparently it wasn't. And I don't know, it was like 2019 it came out or 2020. I don't know when it was, like the animation, the English dub that was done, 2019 or 2020. Um, but yeah, I enjoyed this movie. It's not a bad fucking little two little films. I like that I now discovered. I'm like, these are pretty good. These are decent little films. I mean, they're not like my favorite animated films of like the last 5 years or anything like that, but they're fun. Like they're pretty fun. And I can appreciate them. Uh, Even if there's some little bit of flaws here and there, they're not that severe flaws. But I give it a solid B, easily solid B. Um, yeah, that's I really enjoyed these movies. These movies a lot. For having never even heard of them until like a few months ago. Uh, so that's as far as Nazar 2. This weekend, all I know for sure we're getting is Caught Stealing, The Roses, and Jaws being re-released. I don't think I have to review Jaws. I mean, I think if you want to know my review on it, it's really good. But I will definitely have a review for like Caught Stealing and The Roses. I'm hoping we get Toxic Avenger for the love of God. And there's a lot of other shit that I think is supposed to come out this weekend. They're like limited releases. I bet you we're gonna get two. So I don't find out until like tomorrow. I won't find out until tomorrow, like all the stuff that comes out. But until then, I'll talk to you guys later.